Welcome to another exciting episode of Musa and Show. Here is what we have today.
But we've been working, Chair, and this task team have gone beyond the borders of KwaZulu-Natal, have gone to the Gauteng province. There's a case that they are assisting investigating in Gauteng, a case that involves very senior police officers, who some of them might be in this platform that you are in right now. And that is part of what is causing the chaos in the South African Police Service.
Uthi ubaba uMkhwanazi kune-task team ayikhiphile kune-case abayi-investigator eGauteng province. I-case ethinta senior members be-police service. Uthi abanye babo kungenzeka ukuthi bayingxenye yalo mhlangano njengoba bekhona la njengama-senior. Uthi yona inkinga enkulu ehlasele isiphoyisa South African Police Service. Sanibonani. Ngenza le video ke kababa uMkhwanazi ngoba bangicelile abantu abafollowa le channel. Majority abo bangicelile ukuthi cha angenza part 2 ngiqhubeke nale ndaba kaMkhwanazi wangithe yinde kakhulu ngeke ngikwazi ukuyenza kwi-video yodwa. Base bethi cha bacela ngenza part 2 njengabona abantu ke abangabanikazi ngoba abantu ababuka le channel bona abanikazi be channel mina ngilalela bona. Yingakho ngithi umuntu mayinombona akawubeke khona ngizokwazi ukuzwa. Makhona ufuna ngiimprove kukho angisize. Ngiyenza ke le video le kodwa ngiqale nje ngathi angicaphune la echaza khona ubaba uMkhwanazi ukuthi inkinga abanayo isiphoyiseni yini kahle kahle i-corruption ekhona kuma senior members. Ngale nje kokulanda izinto eziningi ngiyacela usubscribe ku channel, ulike i-video, ucomment e-comment section, ushare nabanye. Ungayisupport nale channel ngokujoin i-membership qala ku 20 rand nje ngenyanga ukuya phezulu. Lawo ma donation azoyilekelela kakhulu i-channel. Ngaphambi kwasingeneke odabeni lwakhe ngqo ubaba uMkhwanazi ngoba into efisa senzelena kulokho ukuthi ayilande emuva ukuthi kusukapi yini le eyenza ukuthi alandelele kangaka azafika esigabeni lathi khona umiphele icontract yakhe uyoyihlalela ekhaya. Siyazi futhi ukuthi uma bengamcela uzobuya ngoba ngokwakhe uyakuthanda ukusebenza kodwa ngenxa yezingqinamba ababhekene nazo yizo lezi zenza ukuthi azagcina athathe lesinqumo. Kodwa sifisa ukuthi asilandele ukuthi kusukapi kwenzakalani nini kanjani. Okunye ngicela ningibekezelele kukho kukodwa i-YouTube ngoba i-video ayishuthwanga yimi angeke ngivumele ukuthi ngidlale i-video yonke iziphele. Ufuna ngiyidlale nginqamule ngiphawule iphinde ngiyidlale nginqamule ngiphawule. Nikubekezelele nje lokho ngoba lokho kugcina umthetho kwa YouTube. Njengoba nathi sinomthetho kule channel ukuthi siyahloniphana, asithukani. Uma ubona ukuthi sifake information okungeyona usilethele information eright, ungasiphikisi kuphela ubungalethi information eright. Ngiseneshwa nje kwamanje ukuthi kuvela abantu abaphikayo kodwa bangalethi information. Ngicela uzwe la.
So crime intelligence has always been in the bad light to date. And we know that the members that are working there, if they're not getting their ways, and if you want to tighten up the screws, you want to lock up the ease of access to the resources of intelligence, the only response they know is to go and tarnish your image in the public space.
Uthi inkinga manje sekhona crime intelligence futhi akunye abakwazi ukuthi ama-members lawa asebenza khona uma izinto zingahambi ngendlela yawo bayasuka lapho dicilela igama lakho phansi emphakathini ngaba abama kwamaphepha nakuzo zonke indawo laba bazikhona ukuthi bangalidicilela khona igama lakho phansi. Kodwa ke lento eyenzekayo yonke ayi-affectanga yena ubaba uMkhwanazi kuphela. Ngifisa ukuthi ngaphambi singene endabeni yakhe ngoba lana sikhuluma ngayo kodwa ngifuna ukuveza ukuthi ayi-affectanga ubaba uMkhwanazi kuphela kodwa i-affecte bonke abantu abasebenza ngokuzimisela, abakhombisa ukuthanda umsebenzi wabo, abasazi isifungo abasithatha mzukwane bethatha ibheji lokuthi bathi bona bazomelana. Abantu abangena la esiphoyiseni bezazi ukuthi bazokwenzana. Leyo nto leyo isi-affecte nabanye abantu akuyena kuphela uGeneral Mkhwanazi o-affected ngenxa leyo nto. Usho ukuthi njengami nje mina personal vele angisakholelwe emaphoyiseni ngenza into engizibona zenziwa ngamaphoyisa. Ngake ngahlala endaweni la okwakunama illegal miners eduze ngangiwabona amaphoyisa azokoleka each and every day uzwe kukhulunywa TV kuthiwa ye yabo zama illegal minors, but ubona amaphoyisa kuyiwona kolekayo. Ngeke ngabona futhi abantu abathengisa idakamizwa amaphoyisa iwona avikela labo bantu bavikeleke ukudlula amamember omphakathi, okwenza ukuthi thina njengamamember omphakathi, njengama-law abiding citizens, sigcine singasakholelwa emaphoyiseni. Kodwa uma ngilalela indlela akhuluma ngayo Baba Mkhwanazi, kuyangicacela ukuthi akusiwo wonke amaphoyisa corrupt, kodwa ukuthi iningi labo, i-majority yiyo le esuke yenza le mkhuba. Ngicela ukucaphuna-ke la ngizoveza khona ukuthi lento ayi-affectanga uBaba Mkhwanazi kuphela. Ngifisa ngoba mase sesilanda la amanye sesilanda le video ngoba uzobe sekakhuluma ngaye ukuthi kwenzakaleni kuye, kodwa ngiyafisa ukukuveza ukuthi yonke lento eyenzekayo ayi-affectanga uBaba Mkhwanazi kuphela, kodwa nabanye abasebenza ngokuzimisela. Ngicela uzwe la.
Honorable Chair, what transpired after that, it's history is recorded. The advocate Bredenbach, Gerald Libya, Gerald Massimola himself, Gerald Kumalo, who's now DPCI, myself, and many other police officers started facing difficulty after that. Especially, I can talk about those in the police. It is on history how Gerald Libya was removed from the SAPS under the leadership of the National Commission at the time, Gerald Pierre. We know how the paging and everything that was done. Myself, Honorable Chair, from the arrival of Gerald Pierre as the head of the SAPS, I sat at home. She did not allocate many posts. She was happy to have me sitting at home for more than 12 months, not doing anything. And it didn't bother me. I feel, Chair, I had done enough. I've gone through some difficult trainings in my life that taught me how to endure. So I just sat there and I told them until they want to make use of me, I'll be available at home. So I enjoyed getting pension payers, taxpayers' money without being used. And to date, there was never investigation about my command at the time, Gerald Pierre, with regard to that action. But I sat at home and doing nothing. And many people will tell their stories. Gerald Kumalo will tell you, because Gerald Kumalo became a bad person, especially as I had assigned him, Honorable Chair, to go to crime intelligence and work there at counterintelligence office, where he uncovered shocking things, which today is still uncovering within crime intelligence. The National Commission at the time was a Deputy National Commissioner of Police. He was deployed by myself to go and work at crime intelligence as an acting divisional commissioner there. He himself, he knows the bad things that were happening at crime intelligence.
Njengoba umuzwa-ke chaza uBaba Mkhwanazi babala nangamagama abantu athi selokhu nje kwenzeke zonke lento lezi ezenzekayo babhekane nobunzima. Uyababala-ke ngokwehlukahlukana kwabo ukuthi babhekane khona, ngisho nabanye sebaze bakhishwe ngisho esiphoyiseni ngenxa yokuthi nje balwa nalo bugebengu obukhona. Amkhalela kakhulu uGeneral Khumalo ngoba asayinwe nguye ukuthi akayosebenza lapha kwi-crime intelligence. Wafika wadiscover shocking things ezikhona namanje asazidiscover. Yizo lezi zinto lezi ezivusa yonke le nkinga khona. So uma uzwa kanje ukuthi abantu abazama ukulwa nalento bagcina beyizitha zalaba abaqhuqhumezela lobugebengu. Angazi-ke ngiyacela ukuza ukuphawula kwakho la ku-comment section below. Ngizwe ukuthi wena kule simo ubona kanjani. Ukuphawula nje sixoxe ngale simo ukuthi uma kunje mina engikufisayo, ngiyafisa lo okuyena ophethe uNational Commissioner imiphele contract kaBaba Mkhwanazi bayivuselele ngoba umsebenzi wakhe siyawubona. Futhi njengathi isifiso sethu asifisa thina ukuthi abe uNational Commissioner, angabi nje uCommissioner wakwaZulu Natal, kodwa abe uNational Commissioner ngoba sibona igalelo lakhe ekulweni nobugebengu. Manje-ke uma uzwe indaba ezinje zona ziyadumaza ukuthi phela ayikho into esizoyenza ngoba amandla sinawo. Sizongena kodabeni lakhe uBaba Mkhwanazi la achaza khona ukuthi yonke lento ekhulunywayo ngaye isukaphi. Ngicela-ke uzwe la, kodwa ungakhohlwa ukulike, subscribe, ucommente, ushare. Ukukhomenta nokulike kuyayisiza ivideo ukuthi i-algorithm idlulise ibonwe abantu abaningi le video. Kuyayisiza-ke lokho, kuyayisiza ne-channel ukuthi ikhule. Wena ongaka-subscribe ku-channel, mangibheka ama-analytics ayasho ukuthi 90% abantu ababuka le channel abasubscribile. ngiyacela-ke asiyehlise leya number kumane kusala u-70% nabo futhi bazokwehla, kodwa nje ngiyacela siyehlise. Uma uzathi awukasubscribe, subscribe ku-channel. Nakhu-ke la chaza khona Baba Mkhwanazi, ngicela uzwe la.
Honorable Chair, in 2011, I was appointed as the acting national commissioner. At the time, there was a matter of Gerald Mdluli that was in the media. And as I said, crime intelligence was too much in the media at the time. There was a case of corruption against Gerald Mdluli at the time, which was referred to the NPA, was in court. But there was no departmental matter initiated. So I initiated the departmental investigation in that affair. And Gerald Mdluli was already on suspension when I was appointed acting. And after that, I then told Jarastanda, as I said, to make sure, who was a deputy national commissioner at the time, to make sure that departmental investigation is conducted against Gerald Mdluli, and also the person who was a direct responsible person for crime intelligence, and that was Lieutenant General Libya, who's now the head of Hawks, to make sure that they facilitate the investigation in terms of disciplinary procedure on determining whether there's anything wrong in terms of our disciplinary code. Subsequent to that, Chair, the disciplinary report was ready to subject the matter for the disciplinary hearing. We then received a report from the National Director of Public Prosecution informing us that we must not withdraw the case of Gerald Mdluli is withdrawn because the South African Police Service and the courts of the Republic had no jurisdiction to investigate the corruption matter of the Secret Service account. That was the responsibility of the Inspector General of Intelligence. So in order to test that, we then took the criminal case docket as well as the departmental case docket. We sent it to the Inspector General of Intelligence.
Uthi ubaba Mkhwanazi ngo-2011 wabekwa as National Acting Commissioner wamaphoyisa kunecala lalikhona le-corruption lika-General Mdluli. Uthi-ke wayese-allocate team ukuthi ayi-investigate leli cala. The sebelungisile yonke into, sebelilendela ukuthi icala manje liya kwi-disciplinary hearing. Wayese-ethola incwadi evela ku-National Director of Public Prosecution, ukuthi National Director we-NPA, ethi le case kaMdluli ise-withdrawile, shuthi livaliwe lelo case ngoba i-South African Police Service kanye namakhotha awanalungelo lokuthi a-investigate indaba ze-corruption ezithinta i-Secret Service. Umuntu onelungelo lokwenza lokho u-Inspector General we-Secret Service. Uthi kuMkhwanazi ukuze ayitheste loo nto leyo wayesexhumana nayo i-Inspector General. Asike sizwe ukuthi uma esexhumana nayo kwasekwenzakalani.
And I know, Honorable Chair, is that perhaps that might have been one case that might have motivated or demotivated the Honorable Advocate Kona Barnard, because she was the one who was dealing with the case. And after the case was withdrawn, she left the NPA and she went to Parliament. We then, Chair, submitted these two documents to the Inspector General of Intelligence. The Inspector General of Intelligence responded to us on a departmental matter, because there were two officials involved, was General Mdluli and Lazarus. She responded to us, and that was Advocate Radebe, the late. She then said, there's no case against Lieutenant General Mdluli, departmental, but there is a case against General Lazarus, so we must proceed with General Lazarus. But then I said to her, I'm not going to implement that recommendation until she responds to me about the outcome or the comment that the NPA has taken, or decision the NPA has taken on the withdrawal of the case against Gerald Mdluli. I wanted to be clear about that. Almost a week later, Honorable Chair, the NPA, the Inspector General of Intelligence called me and said I must bring back the letter that recommended that Mdluli should not be charged departmentally. I must bring it back because they've studied the case docket and they've realized that the NPA has erred in taking a decision that the police and the courts don't have jurisdiction in criminal matters. And then I decided that beg your pardon. I said Advocate Bredenbach. I think I used the wrong name. Advocate Bredenbach, who was dealing with the case. that is now working in Parliament. When the Inspector General of Intelligence gave us a letter that says the case docket must go back to court, which meant that departmental matter must proceed, we sent the docket back to court. I personally called the acting National Director of Public Prosecution at the time, and she referred me to the advocate who initially took a decision, and that advocate was Advocate Mkhwebi. And Advocate Mkhwebi still wrote back to us, telling us that he has taken a decision to withdraw the case of Mdluli, therefore the matter is closed. So that's how that case stopped, because of that decision, despite the fact that Inspector General of Intelligence had already said that the NPA was wrong. Subsequent to that, Honorable Chair, we continued with the departmental matter as we were authorized to proceed. Subsequent to that, as I was driving home to KZN, I received a call from the same Advocate Khader, who was Inspector General, telling me that she has compromised her career. The recommendation that she gave me to prosecute Mdluli was wrong. I must bring that letter back. I refused. The next thing, I got a call from the Minister of Police at the time, who was Mr. Mteto, to his house, where he instructed me that I must not charge Mdluli, and because Inspector General of Intelligence have decided that I should not charge Mdluli. And the Inspector General of Intelligence was present in that house, and she said I gave an instruction of what to write. I disputed that, and I said it's a lie. But nonetheless, I told her that until I have something black and white that you are saying to me I must not charge Mdluli, I will continue with the case. Well, of course, criminal, we can't do anything because the NPA had taken a decision, but departmental, we shall continue. And the Inspector General of Intelligence then invited me to a house where she brought back the letter initially that she had withdrawn that said Mdluli is clean, he cannot be charged. And she brought the letter which she had filed, and she gave it to me again that said, no, Mdluli is clean. So as a result, the case must be withdrawn.
Uyachaza kubaba Mkhwanazi ukuthi u-Inspector General we-Intelligence wayese ethi cha, isinqumo esithathwe i-NPA asilungile, kufanele icala libuyele enkantolo, ngakho kufuneka achajwe-ke uGeneral Mdluli. Uthi kodwa u-advocate wayephethe lapho wathi yena wathatha isinqumo sokuthi cha, yena uyayivala icase, akakwazi kumprosecute. Uthi-ke bona as i-department, because bane-go ahead, baqhubeka ne-investigation noma icala lingaqhubeka ecourt. Kodwa uthe esendleleni ye-KZN wathola i-call evela ku-Inspector General, wamtshela ukuthi cha, ucompromise umsebenzi wakhe ngokuthi amnikeze le letter ethi akucharge uGeneral Mdluli. Manje kufuneka abuyise le letter ukuze bekwazi ukuthi amnikeze leya letter leya, kusetshenziswe leya letter yaphuma ku-NPA. Uthi uMkhwanazi wenqaba yena ukumnikeza leyo letter, wathi cha, angeke azayivume leyo. Base bemtshela cha, icase le funeka ayi-withdrawe icase le ababeyiphethe le ka-General Mdluli. Ilapho-ke athi uMkhwanazi baze ila bathatha khona isinqumo sokuthi cha, abamthathe ayohlala ekhaya unyaka wonke for more than 12 months ehola njengenzi lutho. Uthe kodwa uma umzwile kulama-audio engiwafaka ekuqaleni, wathi udlule kuma-training amaningi nanzima, uyakwazi ukubekezela yena. So nalezi inkinga ayisho ukuthi kusuka lapho-ke zaqala lapho-ke iy'nkinga zabo, yena nje ne-department la senza nalabantu asenza nabade babala, o-General Khumalo nalaba abanye kade babala, iqale lapho yonke le. Ile video bengithi cha, angenza u-part 2 wayo njengokungicela kwenu. Ngimenzile ku-part 2, ngiyethemba ukuthi amaphuzu wonke abalulekile siwakhavile. Ngeke siyikhave yonke ivideo, kodwa okubalulekile kwivideo sikukhavile. Nalokho engicabanga ukuthi fanele sikwazi mayelana nendaba ethinta uGeneral Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, sikukhavile. Ngiyacela-ke ukuza umbono wakho, comment, ulike, ushare la, bese-ke uyasubscribe, join ne-membership kuze uzosupporta le channel. Mina nawe asidibane kwivideo elandelayo. Ngiyabonga kakhulu.